Welcome to Jaed English Center.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to tell you a story that might seem simple, but it has the power to change your life completely. It is not about big goals or magic secrets. It is about small choices, tiny decisions that seem meaningless, but slowly, quietly, they shape who you become. By the end of this video, you will understand why every small choice matters and how you can start making better ones today. Some days feel ordinary, almost invisible. You wake up, brush your teeth, grab your phone, and scroll through messages. It feels normal, even safe. Nothing special happens. That was me, not long ago. I thought life just happened to people. Big changes, I believed, required big steps, huge decisions and perfect plans. But one morning, everything shifted. I woke up late. My room was messy. My bed was unmade. I felt frustrated and tired. The sunlight slipped through the window, but I barely noticed it. I looked at my desk. Books were stacked. My notebook lay closed. It seemed small, insignificant, yet it caught my attention. For a moment, I paused. My heart whispered, "Why not do something?" Just one thing. I didn't feel motivated. I didn't feel inspired. But in that tiny pause, I made a choice. Just one small choice. I opened my notebook and wrote one simple line. It wasn't a story. It wasn't even important. It was just one line. But writing it made me feel a little lighter, a little stronger. Then, almost automatically, I reached for my book. I read one page, one small step, tiny, almost invisible, but it mattered. That morning taught me a powerful lesson. Life isn't changed by grand gestures or sudden magic. Life changes because of small choices, repeated again and again. Every day we have the chance to make one tiny decision, one page, one line, one step. That is how progress begins. And that ordinary morning became the day I discovered a secret. Even the smallest choice can start a ripple that changes everything. One small choice can start a ripple that moves through your entire life. After that morning, when I wrote one line in my notebook and read one page, I noticed something surprising. I felt a little lighter, a little more awake. It was not a huge change, but it was enough to keep me moving. The next day, I made another small choice. I got out of bed 5 minutes earlier. I drank a glass of water. I wrote one more line in my notebook. I read another page of my book. Again, it felt tiny, almost nothing. But slowly, I began to notice a pattern. Every small choice influenced the next one. Choosing to take a short walk made me feel energized. Choosing to smile at someone made my day brighter. Choosing to focus for just 10 minutes on my goal made me feel proud. Each choice was tiny, but together they were starting to matter. I realized that life does not change in big leaps. Life changes in quiet, invisible ways through the small decisions we make every day. Miss one choice and the ripple is weaker. Make a good choice and the ripple grows. Slowly, the energy inside me returned. My mind became calmer. My heart felt lighter. That's when I understood a powerful truth. Even the smallest decision can shape your day, your week, your life. A tiny choice today becomes momentum tomorrow. A little habit, repeated every day, grows into something powerful. And that is the secret of change. Big transformations start with small actions. No one sees them at first. No one notices. But over time, the ripples become waves, and the waves can change your life completely. The secret of change is not doing everything perfectly. It is not about being fast, strong, or lucky. The secret is consistency. Showing up every day, no matter what. After I started making small choices, I realized something important. I didn't have to read a whole book in one day. I didn't have to write an entire story at once. I only needed to make one small choice every single day. One page, one line, one step forward. It seemed tiny at first, almost meaningless, but I kept doing it, day after day. And slowly I started to notice the change. My mind felt clearer. My energy grew. My confidence returned. I didn't feel the pressure to be perfect. I just focused on showing up. Some days were harder than others. Some days I felt tired or lazy, but I reminded myself consistency beats perfection. Even small progress is still progress. This is how habits are built, not by huge leaps, but by tiny, repeated actions. Every day you plant a seed. Every day you water it with a small choice. After weeks, months, even years, the seed grows into a strong tree. I learned to celebrate tiny victories. Reading one page, writing one line, taking one small step. Each choice mattered. Each choice was proof that I could keep going. And slowly my life began to change. I felt stronger, calmer, and more in control. Consistency had become my superpower. It didn't make life perfect, but it made life better. One small, simple step at a time. Small choices matter. That is what I learned as I kept moving forward, one tiny step at a time. At first, it was hard to notice the effect of these small actions. Reading one page, writing one line, taking a short walk, it all felt insignificant, almost like nothing. But over time, the truth became clear. Every small choice builds momentum. Every small step shapes your habits. Every small decision shapes your life. When I wanted to give up on learning English, I reminded myself to read one sentence, speak one word, try one more time. When I struggled to write in my notebook, I promised myself to write just one line today. When I felt too tired to practice a new skill, I told myself, one more minute, one more step. These tiny choices became my guide. They showed me that progress is not about speed, it's about showing up, keeping going, and trusting the process. I also learned that failures are part of the journey. Even a bad choice can teach you something. Even a mistake is an opportunity to improve. No choice is wasted if you learn from it. Slowly, my life began to transform. My mind became calmer. My confidence grew. I started believing in myself more. I started noticing the small victories that once seemed invisible. And then I understood the most powerful lesson of all. Big changes don't happen overnight. They happen quietly, through small, repeated decisions. When you choose wisely, even in the tiniest moments, your life begins to shift. Quietly, steadily, beautifully. Now it is your turn. You might feel stuck, tired, or overwhelmed. You might feel like nothing is changing. But I want you to know something important. You have the power to choose right now. Even when life feels heavy, you can make one small choice today. It doesn't have to be big or perfect. Read a page, write a sentence, take a short walk, send a message, smile at someone. It doesn't matter how small it is. What matters is that you start. Every small choice creates momentum. One step leads to another. One habit builds another. Before you know it, your life begins to change. Quietly but surely. It may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. But if you keep choosing day after day, you will eventually see the difference. Remember, life is not about being perfect. It is not about doing everything at once. It is about showing up again and again. One small choice, repeated every day, has the power to transform your future. Think of water cutting through stone. Water is soft, weak, and gentle. But because it never stops flowing, it can change even the hardest rock. Your choices are like water, tiny, small, and simple, but unstoppable if you keep going. So today, make one choice, and tomorrow make another. Step by step, day by day, you will move closer to your goals. You will grow. You will improve. You will change. The power's in your hands. Your life is waiting. Your future is calling. Now is the time to choose. My friends, life will test you. Some days will feel too hard. Some days will feel too long. Some days you may feel like giving up. But I want you to remember something simple. Every small choice matters. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do everything at once. You only need to take one small step today, and tomorrow take another. One tiny step, one small decision. Day after day, they will add up. Think about all the people you admire. They didn't get there overnight. They started with small choices, just like you can. They kept showing up even when it was hard. They didn't quit even when no one was watching. And that is the truth. Progress is quiet. Success grows slowly, like a tree from a tiny seed. You water it with your choices. You care for it with your actions. And eventually it becomes strong, beautiful, and unstoppable. So today I want you to make a promise to yourself. Choose one small step. Do something that moves you forward, even just a little, and do it again tomorrow. Keep going, keep choosing, keep moving, because your life is waiting, your dreams are waiting, your future is calling. All you have to do is start, and then keep going. Remember this, my friends, you are stronger than you think. You are capable of more than you imagine. And the smallest choices you make today can change everything about your tomorrow. So take that first step, make that small choice, and keep moving forward. Your journey has just begun.